Good morning, I'm Maria from the Richardson's Homeschool Live, and today we're going to be doing or taking part in the garden collab. So I'm going to take you a tour around the garden to see how it's doing. It's now the end of April and things are starting to grow, but there are a couple of things that aren't, which I'll show you in a minute. This collab's hosted by Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lad, so if you want to go along and check Victoria's site out, then it's really good. She does all sorts of things like home educating and family life, as well as gardening and keeping chickens and things like that, so it's quite interesting. I'll put a link down below to others who are taking part in this collab, so if you want to go and check those out as well, you can. So without further ado, we'll go and have a look what's happening. So here we are in the patio. Look how I've got nettles growing through there, and I don't put my hands in to pull it out because this is quite sharp and that'll be stingy. So I'm going to find my garden gloves and see what I can do with that. The rose bush is coming on nicely, and the Lady Campbell is coming nice. Some leaves are dying off and others are coming along. It's looking nice and healthy. Next up we've got the mint. Still got a bulb patch there. I think it's where the dog was sitting in it last year. But I've got quite a bit of mint coming there. Leaves coming on the apricot bush. I do have what look like new young ones coming. But the bush isn't looking very well because there's a lot of bare branches where things seem to have died off. And here, look. So I don't know, I've got a feeling this just does not look healthy this year like it normally does. Maybe it should have been in the greenhouse over winter. That's just weeds down there, that's got to be emptied. Got to sort out the fairy garden because the cat keeps jumping on it, and I need to sort all that out. These are just flowers that have grown from last year. Once sorted. Now here is the vertical planter. I've filled it with soil to weigh it down, wet the soil. So ready to put some lettuces in. At the bottom you can see the strawberries, swings around, it's quite heavy at the moment. So the ones at the back can get the light. But I'll wait till I start planting the lettuces and I'll swing it round then. So yeah, I might need a bit more soil. And then it's really good because like you water it and it drips under there, it's drainage, and it goes into the one below and the same again, and then the last one catches the water at the bottom. So it's really good. I've just had another one of those for my birthday, a little multicoloured one. It's not big like this one, but it'd be ideal just for putting some herbs in. Empty pots ready to put flowers in. Rhubarb is coming on nicely. Bamboo bush looking good. The other strawberries, and all of this has got to be cleared out. This is a job for this week because I need to put my sunflowers up in even. I don't know what's happened to this one. That was strawberries, but I don't know where they've gone because I'll just do the now on next week. These are looking good and healthy and coming along nice, but this one looks like it's died. I'm not sure what's happening. There might be some new shoots there. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll have to see. Clematis is looking nice and lush and thick. That's growing up the fence. That's got to have some flowers in. But these are violas from last year that are just reseeded and they're looking quite nice. Trouble is the earth's gone down, needs more earth in there really. The raspberries, that's a raspberry bush that was in the pot. Dandelion. I'll have to try and go in and pull that out. The other two next to it are blackberries, and at the end there's the blackberry. I could do with another blackberry to go at the end. What happened to the rhubarb that was in here is anyone's guess. Absolutely no idea where that went. Maybe I should keep doing it in tubs. Now in this little bit here, I've put some red onions and some white onions in, and you can just see the tops of them coming through. Oh, there, look. The red ones weren't very good though. Some of them were just disintegrating, but some were okay, so I think they're going to be a bit hit and miss. Further down, where this stick is there, sort of along there and above it for a row, we put in some garlic, but there's no sign of that yet. I've not grown garlic before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect from that. So time will tell. I'll wait and see. So yeah, we've got all this space in front of the stick. I might put leeks in there when they're ready. That all wants emptying and sorting, but I've just left him really, these plant pots, till my plants are ready. The flowers have grown, because what's straight in there's a calendula, so that will want some pots to go into. Next to it are the leeks. I'll leave them grow a good way yet to get them thick. They're just very wispy at the moment. Try and leave them a bit thicker. Thyme. Now I tried not to sprinkle too much in just here and there, so I ended up with clumps of it here and there and a gap in the middle. Oh well. If I go further on up, was that the chives? I put the old packet in. I do not know why I did that, but I did. They've all grown. So I'll end up selling chives. Now these are the marigolds, sunflowers, sorry. Keep calling them marigolds. These are ready to go out. I think they're going to be tomorrow's job, because Dean is busy doing the front at the moment, so we're hoping to do that tomorrow, because as you can see, they're going over and they do need to be propped up on the fence. So yeah, don't have to make do till tomorrow. I've got giant tomatoes. These were giant tomatoes. They're growing nice. Once they get to a certain point, they'll go in pots. Next to that is the Brussels sprouts. They're all doing well. They're not far off before they get planted out. Cauliflower. That seems to be coming up slowly. As you can see, there's still some coming up. Some have grown bigger and there's still some coming up. So that's taking its time a bit. These are what were left of the green beans, but one has grown in there, but the others don't seem to be doing anything. Now the sweet corn, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. I don't think that's sweet corn, because it doesn't grow like that. These don't seem to be doing much at all. So I am going to have to plant some more sweet corn, I think. Sunflowers, looks like they need going out. Behind them are some plum tomatoes and moneymaker tomatoes. They're all coming on lovely. Now this is the lettuce. This is what gets me, because half of it was the Tom Thumb lettuces, and I can tell that these are them, and these were leaves which were supposed to be red, but they're looking decisively green. I don't know why. Might be getting a little bit of a tinge, I don't really know, but we'll see as they grow. But they look very green to me at the moment. But anyway, that's what they are. So some of these are going to go into the upright planters, but I think I'm going to have to put some in the garden as well. I think I'm going to have to buy a ton of upright planters. Which one am I going? This way. Broccoli, that's coming on. That's not far off before it goes out. There's something buzzing around my head, I can hear it. The sweet peas, now not many of them have grown. Some seem to be coming later, like I've got a little straggler there. But then there's these that are bigger that are getting ready to go out. These were basil, is it? Basil. Now I tried not to put too much in, so I've just got little bits here and there, but though I think I put a bit more than I thought, because I can see little new ones forming there. Sweet peas again, they're growing all right, because I don't want too many anyway, because I only put them against a trellis and you end up with too many. You just don't know what to do with them. Now this is sweet peas. There were one in every tray, but only 4 of them have grown, and they were what I saved. And originally they came from just one plant where the seed had just, well, it was a volunteer seed, it had just fallen to the ground and left to grow. So last year I took seeds out, grew more, and these are the seeds from them. So that can't complain really. These are the marigolds. We always get a good show of them. These are coming on really nice. You can see they're starting to get the nice shaped leaves, petals. They're coming on nice. Next to them again is marigolds. I don't know what this is. Do you know, I keep finding some strange seed things in that I haven't planted. I don't know what on earth they are. Must be something in this compost. But yeah, we've got plenty there. They will just put them in clumps in pots to grow, just to add colour. Here we've got pansies. I didn't think they were going to grow, but they did eventually, but there's not many, so I think I'm going to either have to buy some packs of pansies or get some more seeds. I might just buy some packs, to be honest with you. Now, I didn't think my peppers were going to grow, but at the back 3 of them have come through. I think they took a while last year actually, so we'll see what they do this year. 1 of them hasn't grown, no, 2 of them haven't grown, 3 of them haven't grown even, unless they come later again. In front was the jack-o'-lanterns. Now I did buy those seeds, but only this one has grown and it feels very hard, the leaf does. Doesn't seem right to me. So I'm thinking I have to put some more of them in, because I did save some. In front of that I put some ghost ones in that I saved from a pumpkin that was bought from the shop. None of them are grown, so I take it that they've been probably treated or something and can't grow, because some don't when you buy them from shops, from vegetables. They add things to them that stop them growing. All I've got growing is some moss. So they're going to be emptied, and I'll do some, I think I'll do some more jack-o'-lanterns I've got. And in here is cabbage, and that's growing nicely. So on the whole, most things are growing. There's just a couple of things that I'm going to have to redo, like the sweet corn or the cucumbers. I've got cucumbers somewhere, but they've not grown. See if I can find them. Oh, I think at the very back, I don't know if I can. Those very back ones are cucumbers, and they've not grown at all, which is a shame, because Sean likes the cucumbers, but no. So I've got 3 more cucumber seeds. I will try them again and see what happens. Hopefully I can grow some. Last year I grew them lovely. I grew them nice the year before, but the blinking bugs ate them. But last year they were lovely, and we had beautiful cucumbers, and Sean's looking forward to them because she loves her homegrown cucumbers and she doesn't eat many things. So I'm hoping I do get some. So we'll go outside and have a look what's going on out there. And a quick overview. All of the black stuff has been put down now between the raised beds. Andy's put tops on the raised beds. I think there's just one more for this one that you can see that stick in there. Needs a top on it. So we'll go inside and we'll have a look what's happening in there. Before we do, I'll just show you my daffodils. They're still doing quite well. Some are starting to die back now, but they've done quite well. I'm tempted to get some sunflower seeds, you know, the miniature ones, and pop the seeds in between the daffodils and get a nice display. I was going to put some flower seeds in, but we'll see. I don't know, I keep changing my mind. Before we do go in the thing as well, I'll just show you my first earlies. They're coming on nicely in the pots. Here we've got the second earlies, and I can see some little mounds appearing. It's starting to push up in places, so I don't think it'll be long before they'll be appearing. But yeah, the first earlies are doing really well. And I've got empty plant pots behind there. Over here, these were first earlies, but these aren't in the sunlight. I keep saying to him he needs to move them to the sunlight. There's no way I can lift these great big pots. But no, he hasn't done. And that's a clematis. that has that nice mauve flower. That's grown lovely there. So now we'll go into the garden. As we go up the walkway, you can see all of the raspberries, and they're starting to get some flower come on them. They're looking nice. Hello. Birds always want to talk to me when I come up here. No eggs yet. Nope. Right, so we'll come round, and you can see now, like, the floor has all got this black stuff down, black fleece stuff. It's really good. It's easy to walk on. No muddy feet. It's brilliant, and he's managed to get it between all of them. I could just about get in between those as well. So we'll go to the first section. Runner beans are out. They all grew and they're all out, and they're looking quite good and healthy. Apart from I've got a couple of leaves down there that have been pulled off. That's not so good and healthy, is it? But on the whole, they're looking okay. Now I have put these 4 empty canes. I have put some broad beans straight into the ground, but there's no sign of them yet. But I'm a bit tempted to grow some in the greenhouse and see, just in case they don't grow in the ground. But I've got a couple of broken leaves. Mind you, we've had some high winds, so we might have had a couple snap off, because I was a bit concerned the other day, thinking, shall we tie them on? But then I'm thinking, well, if you tie them, there's more chance of them snapping because they're rigid and they've got nowhere to go. So, I don't know, but they're looking all right anyway. Oh, I've got myself caught on something. Where am I caught? Right, in this one, it's got my peas. Dean made the structure for my peas. I planted them in just over a week ago, and I think we've got some starting to appear. Well, one. One, it's just, oh no, 2. There's another one starting to appear there. I'm not quite sure. I've tried to mist them with the netting, but I'm not quite sure whether the netting has covered any. But under the netting, I can't see any sign yet, but I put some carrots. And then that might be a bit there. Maybe that might be a carrot. Little weedy things come through, but they don't look like what they should look like. So I presume they're just like little weedy bits. This net keeps blowing in with the wind. And because look over there, the cat, I have to watch she doesn't wander between all them plants. Be alright when they grow, but they're a nuisance. But yeah, it looks like I've got a couple of peas coming, so hopefully we'll have a few more. And hopefully we'll have some carrots growing soon. A lot of little fly things about. Behind me, I had to put some, what have I had to put in there? I forgot, little onions, spring onions. No sign of them growing yet. I've only just recently put them in, so there's no sign of them yet. I've run out of space. I didn't know where to put anything, so I put some in there. Because once they do grow, they start to grow well. There's nothing in there, it just all wants turning over. For saying that we've got cardboard down, you still get weeds that need pulling, but they come up so easily. And I don't know why he's got that bit of wood there. This one here, we put parsnips in. So we just hook them and lift them. Now I think I've got some growing at that end. Let me just see if I can do it one-handed. Sorry if you're all over the place. Got something going there, I don't know if that's parsnips, don't know. But I can't see nothing else. But do you know, a couple of times it's watered this, gone to it the next day, and the seeds have come to the surface. And I've done it a few times. See, look there, you can see, I don't know if you can see, perhaps we've gone a bit dark, but here there's a seed on the surface. Look, they keep coming to the surface, I don't know why. But that isn't one, that's just an ordinary weed. Yeah, something's even eating tops of weedy things. I don't know if you can see there, but that looks like there's ants in here. We're getting ants. Shut it down. Right, sorry, I've just had to move you back a minute so I could see where my on button was. The lights making it dark. Right, in here, this is Swede, and you can see they've come on lovely. Got a nice row of Swede. And further back, I don't know if you can see the couple of them growing. We've got beetroot, and there's quite a bit of them growing. So they're coming on all right. There's a couple of rows of the beetroot in there. Right, let's see if we can see the front. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah. So he's done all the borders. That's a lavender that's been pulled out. Totally dead, as you can see. And he's working on there now. Got all bluebells along the front wall. Got leaves on the plum trees. Those little ones down there in front of the cherry tree. There, that is gooseberry bush. And there should be one on the other side if I can see from here. It's behind the weeping willows, I can't see it. But they've got leaves coming on them. That there is the blueberry bush. That's got leaves coming on it. And if we swing along, oh, there's the other one. Again, that's the other blueberry bush with leaves on it. We'll come up into this corner. That's the pear tree. That's had lots of blossoms, so we're expecting a lot of pears. He's having to dig all that corner out. See all the bulbs in the wheelbarrow there, all the daffodil bulbs that he's taken out. He's clearing all that corner. I think we're going to put some bark down there to try and suppress the weeds a bit. So since the gas man did their work, we've had nothing but weeds growing in that corner. There is the apple tree, and that has got a lot of blossom on, as you can see. So we should get lots of apples. And of course, there's the apple tree there with leaves on, and the pear tree opposite it with leaves on. But we won't be getting any from them this year. And that one in the middle, I think I just said was a cherry. He's worked that hard in the garden. Look, see his fork? It's split in half. The two prongs the other end have snapped off. He says the ground is so tough. So he's broke the fork. So I have to go and fetch another one. So that's how the front is shaping up. So that's how the garden's shaping up this month. The front's looking much better now. Dean's dug all them weeds out. Like I say, they seem to have come since we had the gas men last year, and they dug up all the front to put pipes in, and we've had nothing but weed ever since. So we're going to put some bark. We've got 4 bags of bark left, so we're going to put some bark down there, and I'm going to have to go and see if I can get some more lavender and put where he's pulled the other out, and hopefully this time perhaps I'll trim it back. But no, I'll just snip the tops and nothing else, but might do it myself, we'll see, or just leave it. Anything's better than killing it. So yeah, that's just what we've got to do, and things go out the greenhouse and get planted out in the ground, and that's when I start moaning we're running out of space. Because at first I thought, oh, I'll keep this under control, and now I'm looking at what's growing and I thought, it's out of control. So yeah, we'll see what happens next month when I show you again what it's looking like then. So thank you for watching, and thank you all you subscribers who subscribe, and if you haven't done already, please do so. We'd love to have you join us. Normally it's homeschooling, but once a month I do take part in the gardening collab, which like I said before is hosted by Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads. And like I said before, go along and check her site out, and I will put a link down below to everybody else who's taking part in the garden collab, so you can have a look at theirs too. I enjoy having a look at everybody's gardens. It's nice, and it gives you inspiration as well. So that's it for this week. I shall see you now again next Tuesday for another homeschooling vlog. Until then, have a good weekend and take care of yourselves. Bye everybody.